What is going on, everyone? It's me here for Haunted Places. Today we are going to talk about buried secrets and silent screams. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content. The first story is called The Black Spot. A few years back when I was working at the ranch, one of my coworkers told me about a haunted house that he had gone to while he was out on a call. He was a medic. I do want to know if I can say what part of town it was in, because I do want people doxing him. But yeah, so let me just do my best impression. This is him talking. I get dispatched to this house in the middle of nowhere. There is no road to get to it. You have to drive through a ranch to get there. And finally, I find the place. I go up to the front door and start knocking. The door opens and this little girl comes out. She has like a nightgown on and her hair is all messed up. She looks like she hasn't bathed in months. I ask where her parents are and she says they're in the backyard. So I walk outside and there's this couple making out in the grass. They look up at me and then the dad tells me to come with him. We walk over to an old oil drum and the dad opens it up and it has like a bunch of animal bones in it. Then he says, "Hey, you want to see something really cool?" He takes me down into this well. At the bottom of the well there's a bunch of boxes. I swear to God. As I started opening these boxes, I saw a skeleton hand reach out at me and grab onto my leg. As I am screaming and trying to pull myself away from the well, I heard the girl say, "Leave him alone." And as I turned around, I saw the girl standing there and she was levitating above the ground. I turned back to the well and the boxes were closed and everything was fine. I ran out of there as fast as I could. I didn't want anything to do with that house. I tried to tell the dispatcher what happened, but by the time I got back to the road, I lost service. When I finally got back to the station, my boss asked me what happened and why I was freaking out. I told him what happened and he just laughed at me. He said there wasn't a call for that house and that I must have been mistaken. I don't know. I don't want to go into too much detail about what I saw, but I swear to God I pulled a skeleton out of that well. I will never forget those eyes. Okay. So after hearing this story, I knew I had to go investigate this house. I did some research, and I found out that the house was abandoned, and it was also condemned. I went out looking for it, but I couldn't find it. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. If you don't know the exact location, chances are you'll never find it. I tried to ask around to see if anyone knew where it was, but nobody knew what I was talking about. So if you are watching this video and you know where this house is, or if you are the guy who experienced this, please let me know. I would love to go there and investigate. The next story is called The Doll. My grandma passed away 2 years ago, and we recently emptied out her house. In her bedroom, we found a box filled with old VHS tapes. While going through the tapes, we found a label that read, "Don't play this tape in your home." Naturally, being stupid teenagers, we had to see what was on the tape. We played the tape on my grandfather's old VCR, and this is what we saw. It starts off with a black and white image of my grandma sitting in a rocking chair. It is obviously old footage because of how shaky the camera is. As the video goes on, she begins to smile and laugh hysterically. Her eyes look strange, seem to be glowing an eerie green color. My friend turns to me and asks, "Why does she look like she's possessed?" Just as he said that, the TV flickered and the image changed to a close-up of my grandma's face. Her eyes were wide open and she looked terrified. Suddenly, the screen went black and we heard what sounded like screams in the background. After a few seconds, the video started playing normally again. It showed my grandma sitting in the rocking chair, but now she was rocking back and forth very rapidly. The screen was flickering the whole time. My friend and I started to freak out, and we shut off the VCR. A few hours later, my cousin came over and we decided to put the tape back in. This time the footage started with my grandma standing in the hallway of our family home. She was smiling and waving at the camera.
Eyes.
Again, her eyes were glowing green. Then the camera panned down and revealed my baby brother crawling on the floor. He stopped moving when the camera focused on him. As the video continued, my grandma began to walk down the hallway. It was obvious that she was holding something in her arms. It looked like a doll. She walked past the baby and laid down on the couch. She placed the doll beside her, and the screen cut to black again. This time, when it cut to black, we could hear what sounded like whispering in the background. We didn't know what to do. We were all sitting in my living room staring at the TV. My dad came in to see what we were doing, and my cousin quickly hit the stop button on the VCR. My dad asked us what we were watching, and we lied to him and said nothing. My dad left the room, and we put the tape back in. Again, it started with my grandma walking down the hallway, except this time she was holding a bloodied meat cleaver. She walked into what appeared to be my room. She walked over to my bed and hung the meat cleaver on my curtains. She then picked up a teddy bear that was on my bed and walked out of the room. The video ended before we could see where she went. We tried to remove the tape from the VCR, but it wouldn't eject. My dad came in again and helped us take the tape out. We looked at each other nervously and then at the VCR. My dad noticed that the tape was slightly burnt and had a strange symbol on it. He took the tape and put it in an envelope and sealed it. To this day, the tape will not play. And every night I hear whispers coming from inside my walls. Alright, so that was episode 4 of Haunted Places. I hope you enjoyed these stories. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you have any scary stories that you would like to share with me, then make sure to message them to me. I will be sharing more stories soon, so stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.